so how do you get your kids to eat their veggies? Since begging doesn't typically work, you can hide them, as author Leann Forst explains in her book, How to Get Your Kids to Beg for Veggies. It's actually easier than you think. As a parent of a 7-year-old daughter who can't stand eating veggies, this is a perfect topic for us. All right, so what's the first thing we can do
to get your kids
to... Yes, I know, you have children as well.
I have a 7- and 10-year-old, and it's been a struggle ever since they were born to try to get them to eat veggies. So my 10-year-old, when he was 2, he had chronic asthma, and I knew I needed to boost his immune system, and the best way to do that is to get nutrients into his little body. So I had to get creative, and I started trying to find ways to sneak extra vegetables into his meals, and his family favorite meals.
And he never knew, right?
He never knew, and he's 10 now, and he still doesn't know, so don't tell him. So I found these organic veggie powders, Active's brand and Z Natural Foods. You can find them online or at Whole Foods and on their websites. But if you don't want the veggie powder situation, you can go to the baby food. And so you could use either one to sneak them into family favorite meals in one quick, easy step.
Are the powders as nutritious as the baby food versus like the actual vegetables or nutrients they might be getting?
Yes, they are exactly the same. In fact, I go with the organic so you don't get the extra pesticides and herbicides. Organic I feel is important, but 1 serving equals half a cup in general, and so a 4-ounce jar of baby food or 1 scoop of the veggie powder does it. And so
what are some of the foods you can sneak these in that they're not even going to notice, and it'll taste just as good?
Okay, so some ideas here, and I also use like things that are easy, such as pureed pumpkin, another great veggie, good for eyesight. You've got avocado, which if you find 100% guacamole, you could, it's easy to go because it's already blended for you. And so spinach, let's start with spinach. You can blend spinach into red sauces. It blends really nicely, it hides, and they can't even tell it's in there. So think salsa, think pasta, think pizza, anything with a red sauce.
Can you sneak enough in there for it to be worth it nutritionally? I guess that's one of the questions I would have.
Any veggies are good veggies is what I always say.
Okay, so some's better than none.
Yes, and so I have pushed it to the limit of getting at least 4 extra veggies into their meals. Sometimes, like especially with red sauce, you could sneak a carrot, a sweet potato, and a spinach in there. You know, so you can kind of get creative and play with it on your own. Carrots, they sneak nicely into things like baked beans or tomato soup. Sweet potatoes, they sneak nicely into things like mac and cheese or grilled cheese, quesadillas, anything cheesy. You can get the sweet potatoes in. I even like the carrot powder. I've mixed it into orange juice, which, you know, so they can get a fruit and a veggie first thing in the morning.
They don't even know.
That's right.
What about the Greek yogurt? This is something my daughter actually does like, believe it or not.
Okay, so my favorite is actually beets. Hence the name Groovy Beets, which is my website. Beets, like the beet that you eat, because it's pink, and girls like pink, kids like color, and so I put beets in brownies to hide it, but also you don't have to hide it if you just put a scoop into Greek yogurt or hummus or some cream cheese. It turns a beautiful fuchsia color, and they think it's just awesome.
All right, thank you, Leann. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
You bet.